try as we do to hide life's underside, our children see a great deal, far more than we think. They see pain and they see suffering, and they see us just walk on by. They seek security when their own world has become a battleground, both at home and at school. And when their world becomes too frightening a place to be, they seek other shelter.
We see a lot of fear and a lot of anger. Parents feel humiliated to be in a shelter. Staying positive is hard when tempers flare and people see themselves as failures.
We know that child abuse cases are increasing, more than 1/3 over 4 years ago, and it's hitting all ethnic and socioeconomic groups.
We help parents learn the skills to handle their stress and to be firm with their children, but not violent. We have to reduce the fears of the entire family. People don't function well when they're afraid. In this case, afraid of being on the streets and not being able to get back into a home.
At least half the men and women we counsel have families they've had to leave because of substance abuse. It adds up to a lot of shattered dreams.
There was a big fight at our house after Christmas, and my dad left. My mom was crying.
The hardest part of my recovery is the guilt I feel about my wife and my son. They are most important to me. When I lost my job and I started drinking, I lost sight of that. It's been hard for me, but it's been even worse for them.
Last year, almost 30% of all adult arrests were alcohol related. While we help people overcome their dependencies, we need to find a way to help young adults avoid the substance altogether.
My daughter Keisha is the most important person in my life now. She stayed with my dad when I got in trouble.
Patty was arrested for selling drugs. Her boyfriend is 26 and a dealer. She spent 4 weeks in juvenile hall. You know, Patty's only 15, so young to be facing problems like this. Hopefully Patty can reestablish some goals for herself and her baby. You know, she plans to finish high school, and I believe she's going to make it.
Keisha deserves a good life, and I'll give her the best I can. Our future's up to me, and I know that now.
The Salvation Army is dedicated to preserving the family and offers a number of activities for both parents and their children.
I just got this cornet 2 weeks ago, and now I'm playing. When my parents were having problems and my dad lost his job last Christmas, we got some toys from the Salvation Army.
We got some groceries and some help to pay the rent. The worker invited us to talk with a Salvation Army captain, and our family's not been the same since. We talk and enjoy our time as a family more often now.
We're both playing in a youth band.
I go to the Home League on Thursday nights, and Tawana is now a Sunbeam.
My mom and dad both work, so every afternoon I ride the CLC van. We play ball and take trips. And next summer, I'm going to camp for the first time.
Steve is new to California, and his parents wanted him off the street and into our after-school program. That's important because there are over 30 gangs that offer their own after-school programs. We know there are 75,000 children needing programs like this. You can't help but wonder and worry about the kids that go home to an empty house.
I wish I had someone to play with. I want to go to the zoo. Mom says as soon as she and Daddy have time, but I don't know when that'll be.
No phone calls. No visits from my son. I might just as well disappear.
Children are the best therapy I know for the seniors in my program. Our most popular monthly program pairs children from Sunday school with seniors who are alone. They visit each other, go to the zoo, or read together. They even have their own parties.
The Salvation Army sees the same world children see. Last year, Salvation Army programs nationwide served 19 million people. In San Diego, the Salvation Army fed 750,000 meals to hungry families, children, men, women, and elderly. Each night, the Salvation Army shelters 350 people. Homeless families with nowhere to go, people who need our help to overcome substance abuse, and low-income senior citizens. Every day, over 800 children, infants, and youth receive daycare, latchkey, and recreation programs at the Salvation Army.
But is it enough? 15% of the babies born in public hospitals are born addicted. 1 in 4 children are born to unwed mothers. 1/3 of the parents of small children work full-time. 250 children are homeless in San Diego.
Please join with us to bring respect and caring to every family in our community, to build a world where every man, woman, and child is important, a world of safety and love as seen through the eyes of a child. We can and must do it together. Thank you.